Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Survivors of sexual assault now have more protections under law in Illinois. The changes make medical and legal care more accessible.
Rough Rockford roads get help from the state. Some of the construction projects involved are hard to miss.
And a consolidation in the Rockford real estate market could mean good things for buyers and sellers. We'll tell you about the new regional partnership. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson.
Sexual assault survivors will get expanded protection in Illinois.
Governor Pritzker signed the measures into law this morning. One bill changes the Illinois Criminal Code to specify someone is unable to give consent when intoxicated. That even applies when the accused assaulter didn't provide the substance. Another bill expands where survivors can access treatment and for how long. It also requires federally qualified health centers to provide medical forensic services by trained professionals.
Supporting and uplifting our state's survivors requires truly listening to their experiences. But our justice system has often had a history of treating survivors, and especially women, as less deserving of being heard than their attackers. We cannot have a justice system that re-traumatizes the people who need to utilize it. Yet that's been the reality for far too long.
The Illinois Coalition Against Sexual Assault advocated for the legislation. Those changes go into effect immediately. Here at Eyewitness News, we're committed to supporting survivors of abuse. We have a list of resources in the State Line Strong section of our website, mystateline.com. For the first time, the state is looking at the impact of gambling in Illinois. The Department of Human Services released its assessment. According to the report, nearly 70% of adult Illinoisans have gambled in the last year. The lottery is the most popular form, but video gaming and sports betting are growing quickly. The assessment also looked at problem gambling. It found nearly 4% of gamblers are considered to have a gambling problem. That's about 383,000. An additional 761,000 are at risk of developing a problem. The 2023 Illinois budget sets aside $10 million to target treatment services. You can find out more about those on mystateline.com.
Nearly 20 people are left without a home after an apartment fire in DeKalb. DeKalb fire crews responded to the building on Kimberly Drive around 9:30 this morning. Firefighters found high levels of carbon monoxide and smelled smoke. After further inspection, they discovered a fire in the attic. 7 apartments were deemed uninhabitable. Damage is estimated at $150,000. The cause of the blaze is under investigation.
New at 5, the Illinois Department of Transportation announces multiple roadway projects in the Rockford area are underway or planned. The 6 major projects represent a total investment of $31.4 million, improving safety in the state line. They include construction for both lanes of State Street, resurfacing almost 7 miles worth of road on US 20, bridge work on Illinois Route 251 in Davis Junction, retaining wall work on 2nd Street between Forest Hills and Spring Creek, and bridge work on I-39 crossing the Kishwaukee River. All 6 projects in the area are scheduled to be completed this year. The right technology can be the key to success for small and big businesses. That's part of the message at an inaugural expo in Rockford.
Nicole Delgado spent part of the day discovering how robots can make life and work a little easier. Nicole?
That's right, Eric and Mimi. I learned that robotics are the future for minuscule daily tasks, but also for the too dangerous for human tasks as well.
We are Rockford. We are the manufacturing hub, and robots can definitely be a part of it, and they should be a part of it.
Sales executive for A-American, Brian Sullivan, says he is a tech-forward kind of guy, and seeing how the company could be more efficient and safe is exciting.
I see that being more and more in the future of the jobs that it's too dangerous for a human being, or humans just don't want to do it anymore. So let them do other things. Let them build the robots instead of being the robot.
The purpose of this expo is to provide robotic experts to demonstrate where the future of the workforce is heading. Experts from Pringle Robotics say places like Peoria are already utilizing these robotics.
We have it in the Peoria Riverfront Museum right now, and they use it as a hostess spot to guide patrons to the different exhibits. So it can be programmed for any environment to take them, take your customers or patrons where they need to be.
This is the huge opportunity for local companies to modernize their operations.
Experts say these robotics could be helpful in professions like manufacturing, warehouse, industrial, hospitality, healthcare, retail, sanitation, and security.
We want to educate a lot more people in the area, broaden horizons, and hopefully the children will come aboard on it and gravitate toward that and do that more in the future for here in Rockford.
American and SBDC says there will be having more expos like this as the technology advances. Mimi, Eric?
Thanks, Nikel.
3 state line Realtor associations say they're joining forces.
Rockford Area Realtors, Belvedere Board of Realtors, and Realtor Association of Northwestern Illinois are now partners. They're known as the Northwest Illinois Alliance of Realtors. The merged group covers Boone, Winnebago, Ogle, Stevenson, Joe Davis, and Carroll counties. There are more than 1,100 members. Those behind the agreement say the move will improve services while lowering costs.
We saw an opportunity to create greater efficiencies for our membership so that they can better serve their clients, whether they be home buyers, home sellers, commercial clients, things like that. So it's a constant process that we have to evaluate, make sure that we continue to stay relevant because it is so critical to the membership that we serve.
The new association represents more than 6,500 home sales in the state line. That's an annual economic impact of $1.6 billion. More problems force another shutdown of the Abbott baby formula plant in Michigan.
Coming up, what other companies are doing to increase production.
Monkeypox spreads in Illinois. Coming up at 6, health experts stress what we should and shouldn't worry about with the growing number of cases.
It has been another hot one this afternoon, but a little less in the humidity department. Temperatures upper 80s, low 90s, 91 degrees, that high temperature for today. Next couple of days are going to feel absolutely wonderful. Find out when the next chance for rain returns. Coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
More troubling news on the baby formula front.
Severe weather forced Abbott Nutrition to stop production at a Michigan factory. That plant had just restarted after being closed for several months. Rashad Hudson tells us what that means for the supply and how the federal government is responding.
The plant at the center of the nation's baby formula shortage has stopped production again, this time because of flooding from severe storms.
This is an unfortunate setback and a reminder that natural weather events can cause unforeseen disruptions in supply chains.
FDA Commissioner Robert Califf says his agency is working with Abbott Nutrition to get the plant back open quickly, while other companies increase their production.
All the government work to increase supply means we'll have more than enough product to meet current demand, and FDA is committed to working closely with Abbott.
To help get more formula on store shelves, Wednesday, the administration flew in international formula for the 7th time.
So this has been a priority for this president.
But West Virginia Republican Senator Shelley Moore Capito says finding formula remains a challenge for families in her state.
This is a scary prospect. We absolutely have got to make this a top priority.
Abbott says it needs time to assess damage and re-sanitize the factory before starting production. Right now, the FDA says there's no indication of how long the plant will be closed. Reporting in Washington, Rashad Hudson.
Another hot day in the state line, but less humidity made it feel a lot nicer out.
When we come back, Candace tells us about the cool down coming our way.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, good evening. Welcome back. I am happy, I've said it before, to get outside today because it is a beautiful day. It's hot, don't get me wrong. I mean, temperatures are in the upper 80s and low 90s. In fact, we're right at 91 degrees today, but it is a great night to be out and enjoying a little less in the humidity department. And I have to say, I'm really excited. I'm of course out here at OSD up in Rockton. We've got Old Settlers Days taking place here these next 4 days that'll go straight through Sunday evening with numerous acts taking place. And of course, you've got the amusement rides going on. I found some weather-themed rides, guys. We've got Tornado here. I've actually been on that one before. And then, Eric, do you remember this one? It's back right over here. We've got our downdraft ride. For those who may not know, I forced Eric to get on this ride with me a while back ago when we were live a couple years ago out at up here a couple years ago, and I think he had a really good time. I mean, we'll have to check back in with him after weather, but I think he had a good time on that ride. All right, let's get to your forecast. We'll take you a little further out to the west here this evening out in Freeport at the Park Hills Golf Course. Lots and lots of blue sky. The sun, it has been shining bright out there. Temperatures, though, as I mentioned, they are pretty warm as we sit in the upper 80s and low 90s currently. We're at 91 degrees in Rockford, Janesville, 89 right now in Rochelle, DeKalb, and currently sitting at 88 degrees in Freeport. Winds have been a little on the breezy side, actually sustained winds coming in at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Those winds coming in from the southwest, kind of shifting a little more to our west. 30 mile per hour wind gusts right now in Monroe, but those gusts have been a bit on the stronger side. We've had some gusts really anywhere between about 30 to 35 miles per hour. Now those wind gusts will kind of subside a bit here as we go through this evening. We will hang on to that breeze though as we go through the night tonight. Temperatures tonight down around 61 degrees. Tomorrow a fabulous day. Continued with that low humidity trend. Temperatures tomorrow will make it into the low to mid 80s, right around 83 degrees for our Friday. Now the wind will be a little on the gusty side for Friday afternoon. That wind though coming in from the north and northwest, we'll see some gusts upwards of about 25 miles per hour. I'll call it a beautiful day tomorrow. Now I mentioned the winds. Winds will pick up a little bit tomorrow afternoon. They do subside a bit here as we go through Friday night, and then that wind direction will shift around to the east once we get into Saturday. Satellite radar here for us this afternoon. Nothing but clear skies as high pressure continues to remain in control, and that'll be our dominant weather feature here over the next several days. In fact, Futurecast, there is not a whole lot to talk about with that as we stay fairly quiet and calm here with high pressure building in, but we are going to see that heat build back up once we get into the first part of next week, and that unfortunately will bring our temperatures back into the 90s by the time we get into early next week. We'll actually be able to see that a bit here as that jet stream is pushed a little bit further up to the north. Jet stream breaks down just a little bit by next week with a cold front, and that could actually bring us a chance for some showers and thunderstorms maybe late next Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. But really here for these next several days, we are going to stay fairly dry. So tonight we're down to 61 degrees, tomorrow up to 83, back into the low 80s on Saturday. Check out those overnight lows, guys, down into the low 50s. I mean, for Friday night and Saturday night, it is going to feel nice out there. Up to 86 on Sunday. We may see a little more cloud cover work in Saturday night into Father's Day, but right now I think we are going to stay somewhat dry. And then you see the heat return in full force by Monday, Tuesday. Not quite record warmth. Our record early next week, 100 degrees, but we get close to that once we get into Tuesday there. Eric, do you remember? Look, everybody's lining up. You want to come out here and join me once again? We can reunite on the downdraft.
Yeah, I remember. I'm still traumatized by the downdraft, and now I'm triggered. And no, there's no chance I'm riding that with you again, because you talked me into going onto it, and then you rode the whole thing with your eyes closed. That's not fair. I learned my lesson the first time. Thanks, Candace.
I never made any promises that I would keep my eyes open.
Now I know. We'll see you soon, Candace.
Scott's in next with sports.
Fred VanVleet is back in Rockford. He'll tell us about his plans for and his excitement over the return of the Fred VanVleet Fest and Camp coming next week.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
Fred VanVleet is back home here in Rockford, and next week he'll be reaching out to the community as only he can. He'll be holding his Fred VanVleet Fest and Youth Camp. Reagan Holgate fills us in on the details and why these events mean so much to Fred.
It's been 2 years since the Fred VanVleet Fest was in Rockford, but the wait is over. The Rockford native and NBA All-Star is bringing the three-part series back next weekend.
To be able to be back out here in the gym and get the kids back out and let them run around a little bit, you know, we've had success with these events, and so I'm looking forward to doing it again.
This year the event will change location and move over to VanVleet's old stomping grounds, Auburn High School. nostalgic for sure.
It was important to me to kind of include, you know, my alma mater and go back there and spend some time there for sure.
The series will include bowling on opening night, followed by night 2 of fun at Auburn High School for the 3-point and dunk contests. Then Saturday and Sunday will be when the real work comes in for the summer camp, where kids will get to have some fun on the court and receive training from Fred's staff.
It's just good to get people in the gym for something positive, give the kids something to do, something to look forward to.
For Fred, hosting basketball camps for kids brings him back to when he was that age.
It's one of my favorite things to do. You know, camps and basketball camps especially was a big part of my childhood, so something that's close to my heart.
And giving back especially has always been important to him, never forgetting the community where he grew up.
This comes from my family, my upbringing, being from here and you know, growing up in Rockford, I carry that with me every day, and so it's important to me to do what I can.
So what is he most looking forward to next weekend? Maybe the craziness of it all.
I just like the chaos. I just like the chaos. You know, it's a big open gym, funhouse type of event, and you know, you see a lot of kids laughing and running around and having fun.
All proceeds made will go directly to the Van Vliet Family Foundation for future events such as this one and for other charitable ventures in the community.
That was Reagan Holgate reporting. Now, I spent a few minutes with Fred discussing the NBA, his contract situation, and what it's like for him now to be the leader of the Raptors. I'll bring you that story tonight on Fox 39 at 9 and right here on WTVO after the NBA game. The Cubs' losing streak has reached double digits. They lost to the Padres this afternoon 6-4, 10 straight now. GM Jed Hoyer, though, gave David Ross a vote of confidence, saying he thinks Ross has done a great job. Hey, you can't win without talent, right? That's sports. We'll be right back.
It's going to be a beautiful weekend to get out no matter what you have planned for this weekend. Father's Day itself too also looks fairly decent. Maybe have a little more cloud cover to start us off with early on Sunday, but for the rest of tonight things are going to be fairly quiet, a little breezy, but we stay dry. In fact, we stay dry straight through the weekend. The First Warn interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Temperatures here for tonight down to about 61 degrees, pretty comfortable out there. A little breezy for tomorrow. We're up near 83, 81 on Saturday. Friday night and Saturday night are going to be very comfortable nights. We'll still stay fairly comfortable on Sunday, highs in the mid-80s, and then we see the 90s going early next week. Here you go. We've got the Bumblebee ride. I think that one will be a little bit more to our liking there, Eric.
That's a little more doable.
Thanks, Candace. Looks like fun.
And thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.